Welcome to UltraTuf Adhesives Laboratory in Tucson, Arizona. We are going to do a short video today on our new cartridge system and a few other things, tips, guns. We might do a short demo on a miter here or some deck gun. So we get a lot of calls. We already did a video the other day. We get a lot of calls on color matching. That's a number one question. Number two question is, do I have to have a special gun for the normal 250 cartridge? The answer is yes. A lot of people don't like that. So we've come up with a cartridge that is going to fit in a Caulk gun. Now we've got a nice Caulk on here. The difference between this and your $2 Ace or big box store Caulk gun is this has a 26:1 thrust ratio, just like these guns, which means it's got a lot of pressure in there to get the glue out this little tiny hole in the end of the static mixer tip. So let's talk about those tips for a minute. One of our competitors has a tip that, my goodness, what is that, about 3 feet long? Maybe 10 inches. This is another tip. Then we have our standard tip, which is about 6 or 7 inches long. Well, these little bad boys are going to use a tip that's about 3 inches, maybe 3 1/4 inches long. Common sense will tell you we're saving about 1.5 inches of glue per tip. That's a lot of glue. If you use 1,000 tips, that's 1,500 inches of glue. I forget how many cases. You're looking at, I don't know, 4 or 5 cases of glue. And that may be over the year that you use that. But I think people, that's our number 3 question. Number 2 question is, do I need a special gun? This is not special. Kind of, but not really. Why is your tip so long? Isn't there a shorter tip? Yes. So this will fit our new Caulk cartridge. It fits other cartridges of ours. We're coming out with a 2:1 epoxy that this tip will go on. And there's a bunch of cartridges out there that will do it. So let's have a look at the components. So we've got the cartridge. You need this special adapter because it fits in the Caulk gun. It's a coaxial, a donut shaped cartridge. So the resin is in the outside ring, the activator is in the inside ring. Well, in order to make both those pistons even out and push the glue out at the same time, you need this adapter. It comes with every cartridge. And so the whole unit just sits right inside this Caulk gun. And bam, we're ready to glue up some tops. So let's just do this little miter. It's nice with this tip because it gets you a lot closer to your work. You can see how short it is, and it's going to be a good savings on adhesive for you at the end of the year. So as normal, we want to bleed out enough so that we're sure that it's mixed. Absolutely sure. Typically you'll run 1 bead at about 3 1/2 inches. We just put it in a cup. So here, let's just put some on this deck gun. It's probably not the right color, but it's what we had handy. I think it's chameleon. It might be chalk. On a miter, I do both sides just to make sure. And you can see our no drip formula. No dripping, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's go down here and we're gonna fold this thing up. And that's it. We do a lot of these at the trade shows, or if we go to shops to do demos, we'll do these little miters. The only thing I really didn't show, and it's in some of our other videos, is whenever we do the porcelains, deck tin, neolith, nanoglass, anything that's a porcelain are really hard to glue to and get glue to adhere to, we use the stone primer. That etching process will absolutely get your porcelain and compact stones to glue. Well, that's it for the video. These cartridges will be available by the holidays. All right, great. Have a nice day.